Our district is grossly insubordinate to the Pennsylvania School Code and their responsibility to provide all the financial information required to create an accurate budget by this board. The board has the responsibility to create the budget. The administration is not supposed to create the budget. That would be giving the fox the keys to the henhouse. A budget with a reduction in expenditures is being blocked by a majority of this board, and other agenda items on this agenda are geared to spend next year's money prior to the budget adoption. This should be unacceptable. However, if we watch, you will see 5 willing to rubber stamp the administration without a proper review.
Since the Finance Committee meeting that was held last week, we have received retirements and resignations that will decrease our proposed 2019-20 budget by $303,691. We also today received a tentative resignation. We have not received the formal resignation yet, but should we receive the formal resignation, we expect to be able to realign that position with current staff, and that would lower the budget by an additional $100,979. The budget, as previously advertised, is going to be on the agenda for Thursday's special board meeting for a vote for approval.
Excuse me, Patty, was any agreement made with these resignations or early retirements?
As far as?
Was that out of the blue, or how did they present themselves as a retirement?
2 of them are retirements and 2 of them are resignations.
But no deal was struck between the district and the individuals retiring, correct? They're up for retirement?
There were no individual agreements made with individuals.
And the proposed budget that you have, is it the same one that you presented last week?
It is the budget that was presented at last week's Finance Committee meeting.
Minus these staff changes?
The staff changes will come off of that.
Did you get a chance to review the budget that showed a reduction in expenditures equal to the revenues proposed?
What budget would that be?
So the question is, did you get to review a budget from this board, the ones responsible for creating the budget, that has a reduction of expenditures below the amount of revenue, so that we do not consume any more dollars than that are required by law through this district? Did you get a copy of that from Mr. Stern?
I did not, Mr. Bradley.
Okay. Why didn't you give it to her?
I don't create the budget, sir.
I'm sorry, one more time?
I don't create the budget. The business office creates the budget.
Why do you believe that?
Why do I not believe that?
With all due respect, Mr. Bradley, in every school district across this state, it's the administrators that bring a budget to the board for approval. In no instance have I ever been involved in a school district where the 9 members of a board make up a budget and bring it forward to the administration of a school district. It's always brought forward from the people involved in the day-to-day, and information is shared on an ongoing basis, so they are comprised of what the budget consists of. Then the board is given the opportunity to approve or not approve the budget. Everyone has an individual right to their own choice on that budget.
But the responsibility of creating the budget by Pennsylvania School Code lies solely on the board. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. Your comments are duly noted. Can we please?
Yeah, well, I want to make sure. Hold on. No, because we're missing here. Larry's misinformed. Our finance committee is misinformed. We had data presented to this district by the old business manager that conflicts and contradicts with the new business manager, yet we asked for details about that conflict, and we have not been provided it. The board has not been provided. I have not been provided it. So when I reviewed with other knowledgeable individuals to create and work together with the district's information, which is lacking, I recognize that this board does not have the information needed
to make an effective decision. So I asked for a meeting, it was postponed. That meeting shows a budget that reduces the expenditures of this district to within what is being collected, so there's no need for a tax increase, there's no need to rob from our general fund, and there's no need to reduce the efforts of our district to the students and meet our requirements. I mean, that is our responsibility, is to not go into debt in order to train the children that this citizen that adopted our board through an election process, that we represent them to spend their money with this entitlement program. So there's no reason for us to go over budget throughout the year or prior to a year. I mean, to do so would be irresponsible. So my question is, the budget that was sent to you, Mr. Stern, why did you as a board member not give it to the rest of this board?
What budget was sent to me, sir? I did not receive a budget.
You did not receive a budget.
No.
You did not get one from me.
Not that I recall.
Did you, Mr. Cleaver?
No.
Did anyone on this board get a copy of the budget that I sent that shows the expenditures below our revenues so that we do not act irresponsible and we can meet our requirements?
No,
No.
Do you get any of my emails, Rita?
no,
How come?
because I choose to have them go right to my trash, Mr. Bradley,
Okay.
because all you do is.
How about you, Wayne?
criticize me.
Do you have any of my emails? Do you get my emails, Wayne? I'm sorry, did you say don't answer? Okay. Wayne, do you get my emails? How about your wife? Does she get them first and then she gives them to you?
You leave my wife out of this.
I'm asking a question. It goes to your wife,
Thank
right?
you, Mr. Bradley.
Your official email? Your official email address is your wife?
Mr. Bradley, again.
I'm asking a question. I want to make sure these emails are
Mr.
clear.
Bradley.
You have an agenda item, you're not doing it. I'm asking a question. Gail, we are, it's on the agenda. This is right here on the agenda. It's a budget report by our treasurer.
Okay.
Mr. Treasurer, did you get a copy of this budget?
Mr. Bradley, had you paid attention last month, Ms. Beers is our treasurer.
No, she doesn't start till July. You're the treasurer. So, did you get a copy of this budget, sir?
I have no copy of it.
Do you get my emails?
Sporadically, I guess I
To your
received some.
district?
I don't know if I received all of it. I
To
don't
your
know.
district government email address?
I've seen some come through.
Okay, because I get notices that the emails that I send to people within this district are blocked by Mr. Cleaver, so they do not attend.
They're blocked by your past practice, sir.
Again, Mr.
No, I didn't
Bradley,
block it.
There has
Yes, you did.
never been a recommendation to block your emails. Your action in the way you administered yourself through those emails was blocked. There was no request that ever came from our office or anyone else's office to block your emails. Your
Did you
action-
unblock it, Mr. Cleaver?
Your actions alone are the reason your emails are blocked.
Did you unblock it, Mr. Cleaver?
Again, your comments
Do you
are
have the
totally
authority to unblock it, Mr. Cleaver?
noted. Your comments are noted, thank you.
Do you have the ability to unblock it, Mr. Cleaver? Does this board have the authority to authorize Mr. Cleaver so that this board can receive the information like a budget that is an actual budget that does not go over the revenues collected by our district in exchange for the services that this district is to provide to the educational
They did as well.
responsibilities
From a graduation
of
perspective.
the
It was a
district.
magnificent evening at the Lehighton High School multipurpose stadium.
Mr. Stern,
There's
you're,
not a better night, I don't believe, for a school director than to sit and participate in graduation. I feel it was an honor for myself to be able to hand those diplomas out to those individuals and see their faces as they're walking up there. And try and help some of them when there's a little bit of outbursts and stuff, and try to calm them down to so they don't get excited, because their folks are excited, put it that way, and to make it a memorable evening for them. So the staff, how it was orchestrated, how the stage was set up, the facilities, the cleanup, the music, all of it, it was just awesome. Mother Nature was perfect. So.
and Mr. Stern, we appreciate that you love the dignitary position of this board.
And I appreciate
But the
if you
word-
would be condescending and you're condescending, so I would appreciate if you would
The word.
have courtesy to allow others to speak, Mr. Bradley. I'm not gonna get into a bashing back and forth with you, I won't do it. Ms. Mahalan, library.
So my question is, if you enjoy the dignitary, why don't we do the budget responsibility that this board has? You're under the belief that the administration builds it. Your administrator, your subordinate believes that they're supposed to build it. It's our responsibility. Straight in Pennsylvania School Code, let's ask Mr. Filer, who has the responsibility of building this budget, please. Larry, will you please ask Mr.
I'm
Filer?
trying to get through committee reports, sir. When we talk about the budget, we can talk about it Thursday night. You weren't at the last meeting on Tuesday night when you could have brought this all up.
We're doing it now.
No, we're not.
It's on the budget, it's on the agenda. Would you like to ask Mr. Filer, please? Please ask Mr. Filer.
Missed the meeting.
Okay, thank you. No report. Legislative Policy Committee, Mrs.